3, Scene 1. It's raining and thundering outside. Lightning hits the sky. It's noisy and wet outside. Lance and Tyro are in his house, in Lance's bedroom.
It's so nice to be inside the house, safe and secure, while the rain pours and doesn't get me wet, and the thunder and lightning don't scare me while I'm safe in my beautiful house.
Why are we here? Thunder and rain don't scare me. And what is this? I think I'll eat it. I'll knock down these surroundings. I feel closed in.
No, that's my bed. You don't need a bed. You sleep on it. And don't you dare ruin those walls. Don't you know what safe and secure feels like? Must you always be destroying or eating something for you to feel normal? You're more like a Tyrannosaurus Rex than a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Can't you just feel peaceful? Relax. Sit on that chair. No, don't eat it. I have something important to do.
Lance takes out his book.
I record the progress of the days in this book. Let me see. Last night was not a full moon. I deposited 10 Pepsi-Cola cans today at 5 cents apiece. Let me see. That gives me 50 cents. I mowed the lawn 3 times so far this spring. I took out the garbage 130 times since January. I did all my homework for tomorrow. Oh, I forgot to count doing Mr. Woodward's lawn and Mrs. Smith's lawn. On Saturday, I'm going roller skating in the park with Jimmy. Maybe even stickball. Wednesday, I have a math test. I cut the hedges once this spring. I have $15 saved up for my allowance and mowing lawns to buy new sneakers. I haven't fallen off my bicycle once since January. No cuts and bruises yet since January.
What's all this nonsense? What is the meaning of counting things and keeping a record? Record, did you call it?
Every day of my life is important to me. Humans keep records of all sorts of things. Many years from now, I can look at these records and know how I spent my time on Earth during these years. Maybe I'll even write a book of how I spent my time at 12 years old. I'll make lots of money, maybe, and everybody will know me through my book.
Records. Kings don't need records.
Suit yourself. But once you're dead, no one will remember you. Who will know how much property you destroyed, and who will care? No one will know what you looked like or felt like or what you did on Earth.
When cherry blossoms bloom on the trees, I'll be there in the spring, the lovely spring.
What's this I hear? What is that sound?
Oh, that's Mom. She sings when she cooks. She makes me feel so loved. I always get a nice feeling hearing Mom sing.
Love.
Since it's the weekend, I think I'll take a nap on this cozy bed before supper time.
What's weekend? What's supper time?
The weekend is a time to rest, a time to do what you want before the week starts when you have to go to school or work. Supper time is something you know very well. It's when you eat. Who's there?
It's your grandfather.
Come in, Grandpa.
Listen, Lance, I hope we can go fishing soon. You know, the fish are starting to bite. Do you remember last summer when you fell into the lake and I pulled you out onto the boat with the paddle? Do you remember what you did wrong in our last fishing trip?
Sure, Grandpa. First I was standing up in the boat. You told me to sit down. Then I was wiggling around in the boat because the mosquitoes were getting to me. Then I threw out the reel and fell out of the boat. I know better next time, Grandpa.
Good. You learned from the past. You've got a good memory, Lance. So I'll go downstairs now and turn on the TV. I think that program, This Old House, is on. You know the program where they show you how to build and repair your house? I always liked that your father to see that show.
Sure, Grandpa. See you later.
Why do you talk to someone older and weaker than you? He moves so slowly you can outdo him in anything.
He's my grandfather. I love my grandfather. The older one gets, the smarter he becomes. It's the way I was telling you about memory. He has many more years of memory than I do, and I always learn something from him. And besides, he loves me. I went on my first fishing trip with him when I was 8 years old. Don't you know anything about love, Tyro?
I suppose not.
Well, I'm going to take a nap for a while. Take a rest, Tyro, if you can ever unwind.
Act 4, Scene 1, in Lance's bedroom.
Lance, get up. You'll be late for school. Lance, honey, come on. I had your breakfast already.
This has got to be the hardest part of life, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I mustn't close my eyes again. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, I'm up. Get my pants on, my shoes, my shirt. Yes, here I am. Ah! Oh, I see you're up too, Tyro. I guess dinosaurs sleep too, huh? Have you learned to relax yet? Well, it doesn't matter. You'll probably get all worked up at your first day in school. Are you ready?
School? What school? Why go there?
School is where you go to learn. Learning helps you to know more about life in a different way. It's more than sleeping and eating. School always shows you new things every day, things that might help you later on in life. School teaches you how to get along with other humans. You get to learn about yourself too. You also learn that there are reasons for things being what they are and about how you can always change the world with new ideas. The world is not a jungle, the way I see it, with a giant king who tells you what to do all the time. There's a lot to know out there, and if you're smart, you'll try to learn everything you can. School shows you how smart you can be, not just how big you can be. Come on, let's go. Coming, Mom.
You get to eat first. That's the best part.
You'll learn someday, Tyro.
Scene 2, in school.
You just sit at this desk next to me, Tyro. No, Tyro, you don't knock over the desk and eat it. Just sit there, Tyro, and pay attention.
Miss Adams begins.
Now, class, did we all do our homework? Did you all write your compositions on what kind of job you would like when you finish school and why?
Yes, Miss Adams.
Susie, read your composition to the class.
I always wanted to be a nurse. When my little brother Jamie was sick, I watched and did what the doctor was doing. I wanted to help the doctor as I watched poor Jamie all red with fever and coughing. The doctor asked my mom to get cold wash rags and put it on Jamie's forehead. I watched the doctor put a stick in Jamie's mouth to hold down his tongue while he looked inside the mouth to see if the throat was red. I know I would make a good nurse. I know I can learn what a nurse has to know to make sick people feel healthy again. A nurse can go anywhere in the world, and someone will always need a nurse. The end.
Thank you, Susie. That was very good. Lance, what did you think of Susie's composition?
Well, I met Susie last year here in school, and I know that Susie always tries to help people. She even took a splinter from my finger a few months ago. I think Susie would be a good nurse, and her composition doesn't even say all the things she's done to show how helpful she is to people.
Thank you, Lance. That does shed more light on Susie's composition.
Why didn't you read your composition? Why did you let Miss Adams give all that attention to Susie?
There you go again, always wanting to be king, Tyro. Our teacher, Miss Adams, knows what she's doing. In school, you might say Miss Adams is king. And besides, in school, we learn to respect the teacher and other pupils.
Respect? What is respect?
Well, we all feel that we want respect. We all have a little king in all of us. When Miss Adams told Susie her composition was good, Susie felt good, because Susie worked hard on her composition and her work was respected by Miss Adams. Since we all respect Miss Adams, anytime we do a good job and Miss Adams gives her okay, we feel proud of ourselves.
Respect. Tyro and Lance listen as Billy reads his composition and Laurie and so on till the class is over.
Well, Tyro, what do you think of school?
School?
Oh, there's Mom in the car to pick me up. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Lance. I'm picking you up so we can all go out to eat at Taco Bell tonight for supper.